the ramifications of having what has been known as a gray divorce, a divorce where people are older and perhaps have more assets that are intertwined with a business, etc., or something like that? Well, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. You know, at least in theory, the handling of a divorce for someone who has a lot of assets, or what we've been calling a gray divorce, is people have had opportunity over many years of marriage to accumulate a business and to accumulate a lot of money in real estate. Theoretically, it should be the same as somebody who has limited assets. In other words, we're going to figure out how to go about equitably dividing the assets. And if the assets are two beanbags in a blender, we'll divide those. And if the assets are a business and it makes $5 million a year, and then there's multiple homes, and there's a lake house, and there's, a place in Florida and all this, you have these kind of things. Theoretically, the formula should be the same. It's just the amount of money in the formula is different. But the truth of the matter is, it's a little bit more complicated than that. You see, if the assets are simply a large fidelity account, that's not so complicated. I mean, we look at the numbers and we can all do division and we can figure it out. We'll figure out what the percentage of division is supposed to be. If it's 50-50, 55-45, whatever it is, it's easy to divide. Where you get into complication is where the asset itself doesn't lend itself readily to a fixed agreed upon value. So for example, some people may say that the value of a thing is $2 million. Some people may say it's $4 million. Obviously, the person who's going to be bought out is going to say that it's worth more. So in that situation, the challenge is not so much in figuring out how do we divide it, so much as it is what are we dividing. It may require the court to order that appraisals be done. You may require business appraisals. The appraisal might not just be to the value of the thing in terms of if it's a piece of property, we look at the value, but if there's an ongoing business, then it may not only just be the value of the asset, but how much revenue comes in. Let's say the asset is an Airbnb house. So it's not just what the value is, it's the fact that that thing produces $100,000 a year of income, and that has to be rolled into it. We sort of have to look at it as a business that also owns real estate rather than as a house that has an income. So it becomes important to figure out what the true value of the assets are. Now, and that, like I said, may require business professionals to come in to do business evaluation. It may require appraisals to come in from appraisers who do that for a living. And, the parties may have to agree on that. Now, there are different ways to do it. The parties can agree on outside appraisals, or plaintiff can get one, defendant can get one. We can figure out where the similarities are. We can average the two. I mean, there are different ways to handle it, but there's no question in the gray divorce, these considerations will require perhaps a different level of expert to come into the case to assist the court in determining the actual value of the assets to be divided. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.